Tucker, author of Black and White Bible, Black and Blue White. Subtitle, My Story of Finding Hope After Domestic Abuse. The book is 5 years old, published in 2016, but it still is relevant today as it was back then. For 19 years, I was married to a fundamentalist Bible church minister who was a pretty good preacher in a lot of ways, but it was black and white Bible, and a lot of people liked that kind of preaching. But it included the male authority over the female, a husband's authority over his wife. And if I didn't agree with him or things didn't go his way, he had the right to discipline me or beat me up. And many times that happened. On one occasion, my son saw what was happening. He grabbed a knife. It was a play knife, but he came racing after his dad, and there was just bedlam going on. Most occasions, I would simply fall to the floor, go into a fetal position, and he would maybe keep kicking me, but there was no way I could defend myself. He was 6'2". I was 7 inches shorter than he, so that was just out of the question. But you know, worse than the physical abuse was the psychological abuse, his terrorism and threats. How many times he threatened to kill me and to do terrible harm to me, and I just lived in fear a lot of the time. Why didn't I get out? People have asked. Why didn't you get your son out of that situation? As I said, in many ways he was very personable, and I feared more than anything else that he might be able to go into court and get joint custody. So I waited till our son was 13. He was able to testify in court. He testified to the terrible abuse, and the judge gave me full custody. So that was kind of the end game for me. But it was a very difficult time. One of the chapters is titled 50 Shades of Rape. Some people say, well, there can't be rape in a marriage. Husbands and wives have sex. How can that be rape? But when it's forced on a woman, as it was in my case, that is marital rape. It is rape. Not at all as bad as what some people suffer. But this was one of the shades of rape. Get the book. It'll help you, help somebody else you know who is struggling with domestic violence. Black and White Bible, Black and Blue White. RuthTucker.com.